Hello everyone, I am Pavitra Devi working as Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in Dr. S.N.S. Rajarchimi College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to take the class about kernel data structure. Kernel data structure are very important as they are stored data about the current state of the system. For example, if a new process is created in the system, the kernel data structure is created that contains the details about the process. Next one, kernel component. Most of the kernel data structure are only accessible by the kernel and its subsystem. They may contain data as well as pointer to other data structures. The kernel stores the organized lot of information, so it has data about which process are running in the system, their main memory requirements, files and usage, etc. To kernel, all these three important structures are used. These are possible table, files and vnode, inode informations. Next one, process table and file table. Process table is nothing but store the information about all the processing running in the system. These including the storage information, execution status, file information, etc. When a process forks for a child, its entry in the process table is duplicated including the file information and file pointers. So the parent and the children process share a file. File table. The file table contains entries about all these files in the system. If two or more processors use the small file, then they contain the same file information and the distributor number. Each file table entry contains information about the files such as file, read and write, for offset, etc. The file offset specifies the position for the text read write into the files. The file table also contains vnode, inode pointers, which point to the virtual nodes, index node respectively. These nodes contain the information on how the data read a files. Next one, vnode and inode tables. Both vnode and inode are reference to the storage system of the file. The storage mechanism. They connect to the hardware to the software. The vnode is abstract concept that defines the method to access file data without worrying about the actual structure of the system. The inode specifies the file access information like file storage device, read write procedures, etc. The vnode abstract concept defines the method without worrying about. Next one, list and stack. An array is a simple data structure in which element can access it directly. For example, main memory is constructed as an array if the data item being stored in the larger than 1 byte. The multiple bytes can be allocated to the items. The item addressed as its item number is X and its size. After arrays, lists are perhaps the most fundamental data structure in a computer science, whereas each item in an array can be accessed directly. The items in a list must be accessed in a particular order. That is, a list represents a collection of data values as a sequence. Linked lists are the several types. In a singly linked list, each item points to the successor. In doubly linked list, a given item can refer either to its predecessor to its successor. Its circularly linked list, the last element, it refers to the first element rather than null. The stack is sequentially ordered data structure that use last in first out principle for adding removing items, meaning that last item placed onto the stack is the first item removed. The operation for the inserting and removing items from the stack are also known as push and pop respectively. An operating system often uses a stack when invoking the function called parameters, local variable and the return address are pushed onto the stack. When a function is called, returning from the function called pops those items off the stack. The queue contains is sequentially ordered data structure that use the first in first out principle. The items removed from the queue in order which they are inserted. There are many everyday examples of the queue, including the shopper waiting in checkout line at the store, car waiting in line at a traffic signal. Queues are also quite common in operating system jobs that are sent to the printer are typically printed in the order which were submitted. For example, tasks that are waiting to be run on an available CPU are often organizing in the queues. Next one, hash function and maps. Hash function takes data as an input, perform a numeric operation on this data, and returns a numeric value. This numeric value can then be used as an index into the table, typically array, to quick retrieve the data, whereas searching for the data items through a list of size n can require hash function for retrieving the data from the table can be as good as O of 1, the worst case, depending on the implemented details. Because its performance hash function are used extensively in operating system. Bitmaps. Bitmap is a string of binary digits that can be used to represent the status of an item. For example, suppose we have several resources and then availability of each resource is indicated by the value of binary digit. 0 means the resources is available. When they indicate 1, that is it unavailable. The value of ith position in the bitmap is associated with the ith resources. Thanks for the giving me this opportunity. Thank you.